Now, this isn't one of the learning outcomes. We're just going through the rest of this example. Once we start filling in the solutions table, we can use that information for a wide variety of other selected problems. Right? But you would do the same steps if you needed to get at one of those. But since we have it all here, I'm not going to reproduce too much effort. One of the questions asked in this case is parts per million, ppm. Parts per million is defined as milligrams of solute divided by kilograms of solution. That will be equal to parts per million. So here's a kilogram of solution. Here's our solution mass. So we need our solution, and we need our milligrams of solute. Well, luckily for us, we have grams of solute. So we already have mass of solute and mass of solution. So it should be relatively quick. The only drawback is that this is in grams. 170.1 grams of glucose. And then using our conversion, we know that for every 1 gram, that's 1,000 milligrams. It says that there are 1,700 milligrams of glucose. It says that there are 170,000 milligrams of glucose in 1,000 grams, which we need to convert to kilograms. 1062 grams. We know that for every 1,000 grams, that's equivalent to 1 kilogram of solution. So this is 1.062 kilograms. Once we have those two numbers, we can set them up into this format to determine what our parts per million is. 170,100 milligrams over 1.062 kilograms will equal a number inordinately high, 1.601 times 10 to the 5th parts per million. Again, this stems from our definition of what parts per million. Now, we can do the same calculation for percent by mass, which is always the part over the whole. And so, again, we have the solute over the solution, mass-wise. Well, these are both in grams, and so it's relatively simple. So it's the mass of the solute over total mass, as long as the units are the same. Times 100 give us our percentage. In this case, we have 170 grams of glucose and 1,000 grams or so of solution. 1701 grams of glucose over 1062 grams of total times 100 equals 16.02% glucose. So once the table's put together, it's relatively quick. Steps that you need to get there are pretty much the same for molality.